Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into the visual identity of a children's publisher called iyikitap.
Yeah, it's a really interesting case study.
We've got this book that lays out their whole brand design done by Kadir, and we want to figure out how their design choices really, communicate their mission.
Which is all about making reading fun, right? Educational, yes, but joyful first. Their slogan kind of says it all, where reading meets happiness.
Exactly. So that core idea that reading shouldn't be a chore, it should be bright, colorful, fun. How does that actually translate into the visuals? The book talks a lot about this.
Well, it seems like every single element is geared towards that positive first impression. They really focus on that emotional bond between a kid and a book.
You see it straight away in the typography, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
The book points out these rounded letter forms. They feel playful, but they're still super clear for kids learning to read.
And that's key, isn't it, that balance? Research suggests those softer shapes often feel, less intimidating for early readers.
Friendlier.
Yeah, friendlier, but still totally legible. Professional, even. It's not just scribbles.
And the colors.
Yeah.
Purple and orange. It's maybe not the first combination you'd think of for kids' books.
Right. But there's a clear logic. The book breaks it down. Purple for, trust, maybe a hint of seriousness.
Like this is a proper publishing house.
Exactly. But then you get that pop of orange, which is all about energy, playfulness.
Fun.
Totally. And they use them in a structured way, a hierarchy for text, icons, backgrounds. It keeps things looking cohesive, not just chaotic. It guides the eye.
Okay, let's talk about the star asterisk. That feels like a really central graphic element.
It really is.
It really is.
It's clever how they took a common symbol, an asterisk.
Right, usually for footnotes or something.
Yeah, and they completely changed its meaning. Putting it above the kids' heads in illustrations, it instantly suggests that idea of a happy child reading.
Ah, like a little spark above their head.
Kind of. And it directly ties back to their slogan, too, good books for happy children. It works on, two levels, typographic symbol and a visual representation of the core message.
So the slogan isn't just a tagline they tacked on at the end.
No, not at all. The book argues it's the actual foundation for the whole visual system. Everything stems from good books for happy children.
And this identity isn't just on the book covers, is it? It's everywhere.
Yeah, the book shows examples, logos, business cards, posters, even T-shirts for the staff. It's consistent.
I liked the bit about the staff cards using childhood photos.
Oh, that's a great touch, isn't it?
Yeah, it brings that conceptual idea of focusing on children right down to a personal level for the team. The book calls it conceptual, content, and formal coherence. Fancy way of saying it all just fits together beautifully.
And that consistency was what builds a really strong brand.
Yeah.
Right? You see those elements that feel, and you instantly know it's iyikitap.
So putting it all together, the friendly type, the thoughtful colors, that clever star. What's the big picture? Does the design actually do anything beyond looking nice?
I think the book makes a strong case that it absolutely does. It's not just decoration. It adds an emotional layer.
Warmth.
Yeah, warmth. It reinforces the idea that reading is joyful, it's part of learning, but in a fun way. It basically makes the whole experience feel more welcoming and maybe more meaningful for a child.
So iyikitap really nailed using design to communicate what they stand for.
It seems like it. That idea of reading meets happiness isn't just words. You can actually see it in their brand.
It's a powerful example of how design choices shape our feelings about something.
Definitely. Especially for kids, those first impressions count for so much.
Which leaves us with a thought for you listening. Think about the design choices you see every day. Maybe the font on a website, the colors used in an app, even the layout of a sign. How much do those tiny details affect how you feel about the information or the brand? Especially things aimed at children. Are there other everyday designs carrying hidden emotional weight we just don't notice?
Something to think about.
Definitely something to ponder. Thanks for diving deep with us today.